Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm Nvida GT, and for today what we have here is Halo Wars Definitive Edition. So Halo Wars Definitive Edition was released by, or developed by Ensemble Studios, and they are using what I believe to be the game Genie engine. So Ensemble Studios are the developers responsible for the major success, which was Age of Empires 1 and Age of Empires 2 and Age of Mythology, but let's talk for now about the settings. So what I have here is what I call my median settings. The bars look like this, no anti-aliasing, because it's only multi-sampling, it's very demanding, no high quality particles, so this is my median settings, okay? For my eye settings, what I'm going to do is to put all the bars at maximum and use 4 times anti-aliasing, which is multi-sampling. I'm not going to use high quality particles because it seems to be very demanding, and this one will be my low settings, of course without anti-aliasing. This one will be my low settings. One of the questions you might have is why I'm not using the texture detail on the maximum. Because yes, the game consumes a lot of VRAM, but still fits inside the 2 GB of RAM. So if you want to use the textures on maximum, you can use, because we have the VRAM for that. The problem is, it seems that panning the screen all over the map seems to cause some weird stuttering, okay? And because of that stuttering, I was putting the blame on the textures, and I tried to reduce a little bit the textures and see if it was a little bit more smooth. And not only it was smoother, the performance increased drastically because of that. So it's not usual the fact that when we reduce textures, when we have VRAM for that, but when we reduce textures, the performance improves. It's not really something that usually happen. So this is something new, really. So dropping the texture quality improves a lot the performance in this game for some reason that I don't know, but it improves, and so because of that I will recommend you to leave the textures on medium. I believe it's because of the lack of memory bandwidth that these laptop graphic cards have. So okay, so but as you can see, we are currently playing with the median settings. The game looks fine. I'm recording with MSI Afterburner, which takes some extra frame rate. If you want to check the frame rate that I got, you can check it on the description of the video. This without recording, of course. Or by the end of the video, I will have a small discussion about the performance between different settings without recording. Okay? So one of the things that you should know is that Halo Wars is not really a new game. Halo Wars was initially released for the Xbox 360 in 2009, and only now it was ported for the PC and Xbox One. They claim that they have some extra graphics and stuff. I'm not really sure what they have new, because I didn't compare with the Xbox 360 version, because I don't have that console. I don't have any console, to be honest. And so I'm not really sure what hell is new, but yes, they ported for the Xbox One and for the PC, and it's available on Steam and on Windows Store. So you should know that if you have a friend that have the game on the Windows Store for some reason, you might be a little bit dumb, but you might have that game. Let's assume that you have a friend with this game on the Windows Store and you want to play a match between each other or cooperative, whatever the modes this game have, you can't. Because there is no crossplay between the Windows Store and Steam. It's like it's different platforms, and yes, it is, but you can't play against Windows Store players the same way that Windows Store players can play against Steam players. So it's really bad, to be honest, and doesn't really help with to sell versions of the Windows Store. Okay. So with that, this concludes my talk for now about Halo Wars Definitive Edition. Again, if you want to chat a little bit more about the performance, hear me chatting a little bit more about the performance, just wait until the end of the video, okay? Or just go to the timestamp that I have on the description. If you have any doubt, just leave a comment on the comment section of the video. Okay, thank you a lot for watching until now, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Let's ride. This is Tango 3-3. We're under heavy fire. That turret is chewing us up. Don't worry. Cavalry's here. us, Marines. We'll get you through.
All units.
Let's go.
We did it!
On the way.
Well, look at that. They're trying to keep us out of our own base.
On the move. Warthogs can't get through, but foot soldiers can. Get this thing down and we'll come a-running. We're going in. Target the power source.
Moving in. We're on it. Crap, I missed him.
That thing is too strong. Use grenades.
Way to go! Radiation
Hostile.
level
Grenades
spiked
on my... Barriers down. Let's do this, gentlemen. Open fire.
at the ready.
Air support en route, Sergeant. They'll take out the armor. The rest is yours.
Short sword, inbound. Bombs away. We got grunt bits all in the grill. Let's get it.
All units.
You got it. You got it. I'll do it. On the move. I'm on it.
Moving into attack. You'll take care of it, no problem.
Attacking. On the way. I'll get them.
Enemy up ahead. Get ready.
Let's ride. On the way. On the target. Let's get it.
Safety's off.
Let's hit him.
Go down. I got the target.
On the
Moving
target. Well, now that was the most fun I've had all week.
in. Target.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to the performance section of the video. So as you can see, with the eye settings we got an average of 40 FPS and a minimum of 26. But for me the best settings is without a doubt the median settings with an average of 54 and a minimum of 36. Those settings for me it was really pretty much the same thing. I don't see too much of an improvement with those settings. It felt the same, it started to get a little bit bottleneck, so for me the median settings is the best option to go. Never drops from 30 FPS, contrary to the eye settings. Yes, the first level is not really that demanding. I believe that's a little bit more forward into other missions. It might actually be a little bit more punishing, and the median settings might be a good idea instead of the eye settings, but it's really up to you how you decide to play. So with the median settings, the VRAM usage was around the 600 megabytes, so it's not much. RAM usage was around the 3.1 gigabytes of RAM, so if you have your laptop with only 4 gigabytes of RAM, don't worry, you will be playing this game just fine. CPU usage was between the 30s and the 60%, and GPU usage was giving its maximum. For the low settings, we start to see a reduction on the GPU usage. So I believe this game only takes advantage of 2 cores, or maybe just don't take advantage of hyper-threading at all. But that's fine, median settings provides a good frame rate, and the eye settings provides a good frame rate too, but yes, sometimes might drop from 30 FPS. You can try to reduce multi-sample anti-aliasing if you want to. It might actually help with the frame rate. So I'm just here to say that median settings is completely fine, and the eye settings are fine on the first mission. So if for some reason the game gets a little bit more demanding, you can alternate between median and eye to get your perfect frame rate, okay? That's pretty much it. So Halo Wars runs just fine. That's bottom of the line. So if you want to buy this game on Steam, I have a link on the description. And also, if you want to buy it through Kinguin, I also have a link there on the description. But the point is, if you buy through Kinguin, you will be supporting the channel. I don't really approve this type of deals, but our channel needs all the help that it can get to continue to provide this type of benchmarks. Okay, so that's all that I want to talk for now about these Halo Wars. Hope you did enjoy the video and it was helpful. Let's hope so. And I do hope to see you soon. Thank you both for watching. Goodbye.